JetCast Nation, we're live. Can everybody hear me? Benny?
Yeah.
Ray?
Yes, sir.
We're good to go,
Yes,
guys?
sir. Yes,
right.
sir.
So, what are you guys thinking right now? Who do you think is going to be the top pick? Number one pick. Quick.
Well, let's just say Young right now is 20,000 to 1.
Is he?
So it's $100 wins you 20 grand. No, 20,000 wins you 100.
They got Roger Goodell right now up at the podium.
And their chiefs. Give it up for Eric Stonestreet and Heidi Gardner of Big Slick, Kansas City.
He's getting his usual booze. Ain't that something? Kansas City wins the Super Bowl, and then a few months later, they host
It's
the
like
draft.
it never happened.
Right?
This is our year.
What are they even talking about?
I am like 5 seconds behind you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a few seconds behind too, but it's all good.
Yeah, I'm running it on my phone off my desk here. I tried logging in on a second laptop here, but Hulu wasn't having it. I wasn't able to for some reason. I don't understand.
So Benny, let's talk about the 13th pick really quick. I know who you're targeting. Why don't you let the people know who you're targeting? For anybody who doesn't know, Benny Blanco writes articles. He does mock drafts, things like that. Twitter.
Yeah, bro. I appreciate you guys having me, of course. Yeah, for the 15th overall. I know, Ray, you don't necessarily agree, but I would love to add Broderick Jones. I understand he's a really raw prospect. He still needs to work on his overall strength. His punch accuracy needs to get better. But from the tape I've seen in that short 19 games period that he played in college, I think he has a really good foundation. I know he played predominantly left tackle, but in college, playing against elite competition, only hasn't allowed a sack and allowed a pressure rate of only less than 2%. So I really like the building blocks he has. And maybe he might not be the best the best tackle this year, but in the next 2 or 3 years, I expect him to be the top center in this class. Top tackle in this class.
You think he's gonna make it to us though? I'm not expecting Skoronski to make it to us, but you think what were you saying, Broderick? That's who you want?
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna make it though.
No, you don't think he's gonna make it? No.
Nah.
I think out of the four, we're gonna get one of them. I think we're gonna get one of them out of the four. Got my last year's draft hat on, special occasion.
That was a good draft. That might be good luck for this year.
You can only hope, right? You can only hope. All right, Carolina's on the clock. I got a lot of friends and family down in North Carolina. A lot of Dolphin. I almost said Dolphin fan. A lot of Panther fans.
Future first ballot Hall of Fame tight end. That's what we call a draft post city flex. To put the Panthers on the clock. Checking in on the draft room look. They've said for days that they know who it's going to be.
Ray, can you say something? I don't know if we have audio from you anymore.
Essentially asked them, give us a couple minutes.
Oh, 1 minute.
Started. Let's talk about it. Let's put the Lombardi Trophy.
How's it now?
There you go. Yeah, a little better. A little better. All right. Mahomes and Kelsey off the stage. Come on. So Bryce Young, we're thinking, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting because, just 5 years ago, it would have been a sin to take a quarterback under 6 foot.
Right?
Now you got guys like Kyler Murray, Russell Wilson, you got Drew Brees. He's the one who really set the precedent. You have guys all over the place that are under 6 foot. Maybe, and I bet you a lot of that has to do with the roughing the passer rules changing over the years, so QBs aren't taking as big of hits.
Surprised I didn't get an awkward Woody Johnson video this afternoon. Good thing they stuck to just Rodgers practicing. How crazy is that? He for years he didn't go to the off-season program in Green Bay. Yesterday he's like, does tomorrow count?
That's exactly what every Jets fan wanted to see.
I
It
saw
was like a lot.
I saw a tweet on I saw a tweet where someone was saying Rodgers going to the off-season program is like your ex saying she never wants to travel, and then the second she breaks up with you, she's in like the Philippines or the Maldives or whatever on Instagram. It's like, that's a good one.
Man, I'll make my point really quick on the Broderick Jones thing. I just think he's too raw. I'm not saying he can't be good eventually. I just think right now is not the time to draft a developmental player. In my eyes, he's not the strongest of guys. He plays at 313. He needs to bulk up a little more. He's susceptible to the power rush and the counter move right now, especially on the inside. He tends to duck his head in pass coverage. So, but I understand it was his first year playing left tackle. He's a converted guard. That's why, if I could have my pick of the litter, I would probably go Darnell Wright. So I feel he's more polished at the right tackle position, and he's a mauler already at 333.
I'm at the point where I just want one of them. Just give me any of them at this point. I really don't.
Yeah.
I'm really not picky.
I had somebody who I know is close with the Jets tell me that the Jets love a few of these tight ends. Love a few of them. Which is very strange considering we already have a 3 tight end room that's guaranteed for the next at least 2 years.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to draft a tight end. It's unfortunate. I just wouldn't want to do it. Because there's definitely a lot of talent, tight end talent in this draft. It's just how we are, the cap situation, owing our tight ends a lot of money even going into next year. Drafting Ruckert in the 3rd round last year, it just wouldn't make too much sense. But I don't know. We'll see.
Well, you know what it is I guess it also depends too, because Uzama and Ruckert are much more pass blocking and blocking tight ends. You know, Conklin is more of a receiver. I could see them could they potentially move Conklin more to the slot, because we all know in Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers love those big slot receivers. They love putting Alan Lazard in the slot, because if you put Conklin in the slot, it allows you to move Lazard to the outside. One thing I'd also take a peek at too is I think there's a chance that Corey Davis might be on the move during this draft.
Really?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think they kept him. He's relatively cheap, like for a wide receiver. He's a good trade piece. Whether you want to move up, you're moving down or getting something else. He's a good trade piece to have.
Well, the reason why I keep thinking this is the rumors all day today is that Tennessee's trying to move up to 3 because they're trying to get a quarterback. And supposedly Hopkins might be involved in that deal, or they were considering putting it because Tennessee wants to pair one of their young quarterback they get with a veteran receiver. And we keep hearing it time and time again that these other teams want to do the same thing. I could see somebody like Carolina maybe trying to target Corey Davis. Obviously not in the 1st round, but they got rid of DJ Moore. You know, they got rid of their receiving core. So you're going to bring in a quarterback and young that's so young and not give him any weapons. He'd be a solid weapon for any veteran quarterback. And let's just say it for what it is. Garrett Wilson and Lazard are probably starting on the outside. You have 3 tight ends and one's a receiving tight end, and they just put McCole Hardman in. And odds are they're going to draft another receiver. And by getting rid of him, that's $10.5 million off of our cap with only a $500,000 dead cap hit. So the math makes sense. The Jets still need to get money and still need to fill out this roster. So that's
in the 1987 draft. Joe Namath was the first first overall pick of the 1965 AFL draft. And that's why we had a merger pretty much.
Rich, they're not crying in their Cheerios.
No, I know that.
Saban, they've had like 40 first-round picks. That's like double anybody in the country, right?
It's kind of weird, though.
It's strange when you think about Alabama. Remember, for a long time, Alabama went without a Heisman Trophy winner, which was one of those strange things. That's long gone now. They've taken care of that. But, Rich, you bring the Jets into it. And I think about Sonny Werblin when he was the owner of the Jets and they took Joe Namath.
Yes.
That was his guy. That's the guy he wanted. We heard about Roberta Tepper from Ian, who the mother of David Tepper. Don't think for a second that David Tepper wasn't heavily involved in this. The man he wanted representing his team, not just as a quarterback, but as the face of the franchise, that was a big part of this pick, too.
I think the Teppers might have led the league in buying draftable quarterbacks dinner.
Hey, Ray, can you hear me?
As you know, they went from one pro day, they went from CJ
I lost your audio.
pro day to Alabama's pro day to Kentucky's
That's
pro
weird.
day, and then went to Florida's
Benny,
pro day the next
say
week.
something.
We're gonna find out
Man, I can't hear either one of you. All right, something's wrong on my end.
winner right
Keep
here
going.
for the first overall pick in this draft.
One thing I don't want to get lost here, this is a trade up. A lot of times a team with the first overall pick is the least talented team in the NFL. They were not up there. They moved up there. The talent on this roster, when you look at their depth chart, we've touched on their ability to win right away. That is not hope. This is very possible for them to get up and running right now.
Well, the last several weeks and months have been all question-filled when it comes to the NFL draft. We're about to get our first answer. The commissioner about to announce the first pick of the 2023 NFL draft.
With the first pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select Bryce Young, quarterback, Alabama.
So, Nick Saban, part of the Bryce Young contingent, celebrating the first overall selection.
Hey, Ray and Benny. Looks like we have no audio through the stream. I'm going to need you guys to back out and come back in. All right, Ray, can you hear me?
Yes.
There we go. All fixed. That was
All
weird.
right.
It just cut out, and then I checked the stream, and there was no audio at all. So, all right. So, Bryce Young, we knew that was going to happen. Big deal.
Yep.
Like you were saying before, it is an oddity, again, that we have, these short quarterbacks coming through. Benny's back. Benny, can you hear me?
I hear you guys.
Much better. That was weird. Technical difficulties, outstanding. All right, let me get the feed back up on my phone.
What do you think Houston's going to do?
If they don't go quarterback, I mean, that'd be malpractice. I keep hearing, they might move back, that a couple of teams are trying to move up. The latest is the Eagles are trying to move up, supposedly. I think they want Bijan Robinson in the worst way. You add him to that offense, phew.
on that offense with already two great wide receivers, good tight end play, upgrading at running back from Miles Sanders to Bijan Robinson, that offense is even better.
Out
I'm
and
gonna
down.
show him Bryce Young taking his phone call now.
It's so funny because whenever I see like the NFL players wearing the hats, I keep thinking about like basketball. Like the guys put the hats on and they're traded 4 times. They're like interviewing. They're like, by the way, you were just traded again.
Thank God the NFL's not like that.
I know. They actually value their picks.
Yeah, obviously we're talking NFL draft, but in terms of the NBA, picks don't matter in the NBA. It's actually insane. The pick is in. That has to be CJ Stroud. Has to be.
How much do you take into stock those acuity tests? What do you get, like an 18 out of 100?
Yeah, they were talking about it. They were talking about it earlier. They had the Ohio State head coach on, and he's like, "There's so many other tests. It's more like eye reactionary stuff."
Yeah. Nice mug.
Yes, JetCast.com/shop.
That's completely wrong. It's
I know it's something like
shop.jetcastpod.com.
that.
It's
Go to
literally,
jetcastpod.com.
I know you can't see it, but I have it on a little ticker running across the bottom of the screen. So,
Yeah, get one of these.
yeah, nobody listen to what that man is saying.
Yeah, I don't know anything.
You don't know anything. It still hasn't really sunk in for me that Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback.
In those pictures,
Right?
It isn't real yet. Like I was looking at those pictures for like a little while. I was like, "This is real."
Yeah, right?
I know. Nice things don't happen to us, right?
And he
That's what
wants
Joe
to
loves
be
to
here.
say.
He's like, he wants to be here. He's motivated. Like I can't wait to hear what. I would love to know what Beningo has said. Has anybody seen like any recordings that he's done or anything?
No, but I know he's ecstatic. I talked to Joe, who talks to him every single day, and he said he's beyond ecstatic.
I mean, how can you not be?
We'll see if it's trade talk happening now or what the Cardinals are doing. The first big mystery of the
Can you guys hear my phone through the mic?
Yeah.
Okay, is
Yeah,
it
dude.
too loud? Is it?
No, it's very faint. We'll keep it faint until the Jets pick.
With the second pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select C.J. Stroud.
There it is, C.J. Stroud.
Which we all called.
There was no way they weren't going to go quarterback. There was no way. No way.
Bro,
I didn't buy all that.
People had him
that
dropping
Emerson
out of the
hype.
top 10, Benny. Think about that.
Yeah, that was such a smoke. He was going number 2 all the way until like 3 days ago, and then out of nowhere he kind
It
of
was because those test numbers came out. That's what it was. Those test numbers came out, and he fell, or people dropped him on their board. But you know what?
Well, there's something to say for that stuff. There is.
Yeah.
It almost looks like he has paint on his suit.
He what?
Look at his suit. I thought it had paint all over it. Look at the bottom of the top.
Can't make it out.
What is that?
They're not showing the
Oh,
bottom
it's
of
like
the.
colors. It's like all different colors. I thought it was paint.
Whatever. I love Garrett Wilson, but I think his suit last year was ridiculous. It was the dumbest thing.
Yeah, but that's
that
my guy.
black and white. I know, but it was the stupid.
It was the
Here's
His
where the
glasses
draft
put me
starts.
off.
This is
It was
where
the
the
glasses
draft
that put me
starts.
off.
Yeah.
They're either gonna take Anderson out of Alabama, or this pick's going somewhere else.
Arizona?
Yes.
Any questions you had about CJ Stroud, though, they were answered in the game against Georgia in the
I really think that they're gonna trade it.
whether or not he can move around, reset, deliver the ball. He shows you that ability on time in rhythm. The ball comes out of the same arms.
I know it's been coming out for a while now, but Kyler Murray does want Paris Johnson to be his offensive tackle, and you can get Paris Johnson a little bit further down. So
I think they would just take him now, bro. If they did that, that screws us with the tackle position.
If the tackle run starts this early, there's no way in the world we'll be able to get a top, even a top 4 tackle.
He is fired up, and you told me you've been dreaming about this day since you were 5 years old. What is it like to be the number 2 overall pick in the draft?
Yeah, first and foremost, I always give my Lord and Savior all the credit. Jesus Christ, man. Without him,
That's right.
It's the reason I'm here.
You're getting
That's
emotional.
right.
Yes, ma'am. It's took a lot of hard work.
A lot of hard work, and you're going to a team that's looking for a new identity. Got a new head coach looking for
Well,
a leader.
look, what I love is the draft's happening, and Joey's going off about the Mets. He screams about the Jets 24/7.
He's always screaming about something. And then you meet him in person, and he's the quietest guy. He's the nicest, quietest person.
We went to Beningo's event, all of us. We went out to Beningo's event
Yeah.
in Hackensack, and Joe, I think, said hello. And I was hanging out with him for 2 hours.
Last year at the tailgate, he had no idea who I was for the entire day until like the very end. We're all leaving, and he leans into Kenny and goes, "Who is this?" He's like, "It's Pat." He's like, "Oh, Joe, I've been talking to you all day. You think I'm just some random guy?"
The pick's not in yet, and there's only 3 minutes left on the clock. This pick's getting moved. I just got a feeling. What do you think, Benny?
I think it's gonna get moved too. I think it's still gonna be
Tennessee?
Tennessee. I think it's gonna be Tennessee.
I don't be surprised if the Eagles shoot up the draft charts in this first round. So they go get Bijan Robinson.
Manny's the only exception of a quarterback I've seen where his feet move fast, but his mind moves slow. When you watch CJ Stroud play inside the pocket, he's got great tempo and pace with the way that he plays, with his mindset. And
Another conversation. And I think he's about to be picked off the board relatively soon. Where do you think Jalen Carter's gonna land?
I think he's going to go to the Lions. Adding him to that defensive front, man, that is going to be one scary thing. But you never know.
His intelligence has been questioned. His leadership's been questioned.
Yeah, I agree. If I had to choose, it'd be Seattle or the Lions, but I think there's a strong team. Seattle.
Supposedly, Seattle told Geno Smith recently that they might draft a quarterback. Like they, hold on.
What?
Houston's moving back up to 3.
What? Where are you seeing that? It's not on TV yet. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
They're gonna
Houston
pick
Texans
Will.
moved up to 3. They're taking the top defensive guy in the draft.
Wait. The Texans moved up?
Yes.
They're gonna take Will Anderson. Oh my
Holy
God!
hell! We called it though. I said that pick's getting moved, baby. Didn't Houston have 2 first-round picks?
Yeah, they had 12.
That's what happened. They're switching back.
Up again, potentially to take the top defensive player on the board. Absolutely wild. Nick Caserio.
What the hell did they give up to move to 3?
They're gonna pick Will
They have to
Anderson.
give up a future one. They have to get, right? You're moving 12 to
They had
3.
to.
You have to have a future one.
Will Anderson is gonna be the pick.
Wow.
Wow. Ooh, we got a draft, boys.
That's why they felt comfortable picking Stroud.
I've never
They're
seen
hoping
that.
he's JJ Watt 2.0.
I've never seen that before. They were at 12, right? They moved up from 12?
Yeah,
Yes.
12 to 3.
You know how much it's
I gotta
gonna
flip
cost?
back and forth between the stream and Twitter just to keep up with everything.
They've got a new head coach. They've got an opportunity with the assets they have to get the offensive identity.
To me, Will Anderson's the best player in this draft.
Identity of their team going forward. Aaron
No, Will Anderson is a complete stud. Oh my god. Them getting a bona fide, the best defensive player in the draft.
Look,
as
everybody
well as
thinks they're
a
getting him.
quarterback.
What if they take their top receiver off the board?
Oh
That's what
my
it is.
god.
It's
No.
D'Amico. D'Amico
They just
Ryan,
said
that's
that
what
they're
it
going
is.
defense, I think. Oh, there goes Will Anderson.
Here's Will Anderson.
Well, they're showing him on the TV screen. So I see.
Oh my gosh, I thought that was Drew Brees in the draft room right there. That guy that just walked by. Yo, this is wild. Welcome to draft day, baby. Make your move, Joe Douglas.
I don't think we're moving much. I don't think we're doing much today, other than just taking the pick and moving on.
Yeah, I
Will
doubt.
Anderson had the potential to be Bosa 2.0.
Trading up seems like unrealistic, but you never know what Joe D.
Anybody see him
If
with the
anything, I
full?
think we might move back.
I think we're more likely to move back than move up.
Does anybody
sure.
see what the compensation is?
I'm trying to find it.
Titans have had enough. I mean, Texans.
Jake Ellington. Will Anderson will not be in the NFC West. Rams fans rejoice.
Oh, I see the compensation.
Will Anderson, there it is.
You seen the compensation?
No, hold on.
Okay, hold on. Cardinals get 12. Cardinals get 12.
Hold on.
I have it right here.
All right, I'm like 10 seconds behind you, so I just wanted to hear the pick.
No, it's on Twitter right here. So Cardinals get 12, 33. They're first in 2024 and a third in 2024. Texans get the third and 105.
Wow.
So they got a late third back.
Right.
Early fourth.
Right. But they get
they
the
give up-
12.
so
They
they
get
give
the
up
12th, the
1,
33rd, which is the second pick because there's only 31 picks this year. So it's the second pick in day 2, a first in 2024 and a third in 2020.
Wow, the Cardinals make out great.
Yeah.
Oh, because the Texans are still gonna have a pretty high draft pick next year.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a high first.
You would think it's going to be at least top 12.
Yeah, I think realistically another top 12 pick.
Jesus.
That's a great deal for them. That's a great deal.
Yo, the Cardinals fleeced them. They're still in the top half of the first round. They're going to have a top 10 pick more than likely next year. They have the second pick. Remember this, they have the second pick in the second round, and there's only 31 picks in the first round this year because Miami lost their first round pick from tampering. So essentially, they have the first pick in the second round this year.
No, it's the second pick.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So
Second
it's 32.
pick. Second pick, yeah.
It's like getting a late first round pick. They almost gave up 3 ones. You better be right. You just gambled your entire career on this.
Wow, that's a ballsy move. I mean, Will Anderson is a hell of a player. I think he's gonna be fantastic, but they definitely gave up a lot. Giving up, like you just said, a bona fide, at least a top 12 pick next year, in all likelihood. I mean, it's a great deal for the Cardinals.
Top
we
12
all know.
is going to be Benny. They have a rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
They traded Cooks. They're going to be top 5 probably again. Where do you see them improving, really?
And so will the Cardinals. The Cardinals, Kyler Murray is going to be out for at least half the year.
I know. I'm sorry. To me, when you're a rebuilding team, you don't draft a quarterback, your first pick, and then give away essentially 3 first-round picks for a defensive player. Where's the help to your rookie? That's the Texans being the Texans.
Yeah,
That's
the Texans. Franchise.
That's the Texans looking at our draft last year and saying, "Hold my beer."
Joe Douglas gave up a second-round pick to go get Jermaine Johnson. They just gave up a 2 and a 1. 2 1s and a 2.
Who do we got going at 4 to the Colts?
Who knows?
Gustoon on Twitter saying the commissioner's getting bruised ribs early on.
I think the Colts are going to
Hold
go
on one
Will
sec.
Levis.
Now 2 fourth-round picks instead of 4th in this trade. A 5th, 3 6s, and 2 7s still to come. It's not like they just emptied the cupboard.
Wow.
Obviously, there's a 1 and a 3 next
It's going to be Will Levis at 4.
I want all the quarterbacks to go right now. Throw those other players down to us.
Oh, yeah, let Seattle go. Anthony Richardson. Please. I think Will Levis makes a lot of sense here, though, at 4.
Bryce Young is the first Alabama player selected number 1 overall in the Common Era draft since 1967. That's Rich Cimini.
Yo, look at the size of that kid. Look at his shoulders. My gosh.
That's almost hard to believe, Pat. Like, they've
I know.
produced so many good players. Like,
Not even
quarterbacks,
position,
but
just overall, just this Alabama, which is
that's insane.
yeah. Cimini just tweeted that out about 15 minutes ago.
Like, all the national championships they've won, like, they've been good since before I was even alive. It almost seems. So that's insane. All right, the Colts is picks. It's in.
You know what's so funny, Benny? We both know the same Houston Texans fan. She's in a lot of our spaces. And what's the first thing she always said about their quarterback? They can't protect him. He's always on the ground. He's always being rushed from the pocket. So what are we going to do to help our rookie? We're going to trade away our draft this year and our best picks for next year and go draft somebody on the defense. I just makes zero sense. Do you agree or disagree? Feel free.
I agree. So they don't have a second round pick this year either. I don't know. That's a big risk. Like, obviously they got Larry Tunsil, who's probably the best tackle in the league, but outside of him, I don't necessarily know what else they have to really like protect him. So that's interesting.
Whoa!
Wow!
Yo, we said it all day long. He was gonna go way higher than we thought.
That is over. Whoa!
Go hard or go home.
Yo, watch Atlanta. Atlanta now for Will Levis.
That is such an overdraft. Oh my god!
You know what? The guy can't throw a ball. 54% completion percentage in college, amongst some of the worst. If you look at the quarterbacks in this class, but the guy's got all the tools: the arm strength, the size, the speed, the strength. It's all there. If he could learn how to dissect defenses, I know that they're projecting it just like Josh Allen. Josh Allen coming out of a small school. You know, he needed to work on those mechanics too. We got to remember Anthony Richardson only played 1 year as a starter at Florida, so he's still much of a raw prospect. And the Colts must feel that they're going to be able to, you know, coddle him. Remember, they got Gardner Minshew there, so he's probably going to sit. I was assuming he's going to sit most of the first year and learn behind him,
right,
and then potentially start towards the end of the year.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Anthony Richardson, not too long ago, he even came out and said he believes it would be, quote unquote, a blessing to sit behind a veteran quarterback and learn how to be an NFL quarterback. So Gardner Minshew wouldn't be my ideal person to learn from, but hey, the Colts aren't in a rush. They're not in a rush. They're not competing this year, so they could afford to let him sit, let him learn, and then in the second half of the year when they're out of the playoff hunt, inevitably, you know, then you'll start to see Anthony Richardson start. So.
You know, one thing that makes me very nervous when watching Richardson, even during his highlights, I don't like his footwork. That's something he's really going to have to work on. But if they do the right thing with him, don't do what the Jets did with Zach Wilson, someone who had horrible footwork coming into the NFL. Let the kid sit and develop. He's got all the tools in the world, man. You know who he reminds me of? Like he reminds me of a little like Cam Newton coming out of college. Guy's just a bulldozer running down the field. My gosh.
I think Cam Newton was a better quarterback, though.
Yes. Well, I'm saying like
Well,
that might be his ceiling right there.
Oh yeah. I mean, look, that won Cam Newton MVP. So if they could get an MVP quarterback, the Colts, they're not complaining.
If I'm Seattle, I try to trade out of this spot. I have my quarterback in Geno Smith. We all thought that Anthony Richardson was going to be going to Seattle. If he's not going to Seattle, look for maybe this is the pick where Philadelphia comes up, gives up some. They have a ton of assets. Maybe
where is Philadelphia right now? They're at 10.
They're at 10. Yes.
And where did they get that pick from?
They got it in the trade with New Orleans. No, was it New Orleans? I'm trying to remember. Oh, was it the Justin Fields trade?
Maybe. I don't even know where they got that time from.
You gotta go to Tankathon.
I'm trying to remember.
Hold on, let me look it up.
I think right now this is a perfect spot for Jalen Carter.
Yeah, they got it from the Saints.
Okay, it was New Orleans.
Yeah, no, this is the perfect pick for Jalen Carter, in my opinion.
Yo, his arm strength is ridiculous.
Fucking Geno Smith.
They keep comparing him to Donovan McNabb. I think he's more of like a Dante Culpepper with that cannon.
They just showed Geno Smith's stats for the year on the TV.
This makes me wonder, though, where would Will Levis go at this point?
I can't envision him in a Seahawks uniform. I think he's going to go to Atlanta. That's my guess.
Where's Atlanta picking? 9th?
I think they're 7, I believe.
No, Las Vegas
double check
is
that.
sitting at 7.
Who am I looking at?
Las Vegas is in it.
7th is Raiders.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe
the
the
Raiders
Raiders.
are picking one. Nah, they just signed Jimmy G for like 3 years.
I know, but it's only for 2 years. They get out after 2 years.
I got the ticker at the top of the screen, but I can only show 3 spots. So I see Richardson, the Richardson pick, Seattle, and Detroit. Let me see if I can like slide it over.
Hold on. Okay, I have it right here. Atlanta's 8. My bad, 8. You were right, Benny. But still, 8. I can see it, right?
Who do they have? Desmond Ridder? Are they committed to Desmond Ridder?
Don't be shocked if Seattle goes tackle.
Oh man, that would hurt my soul a little bit.
It would.
I'd feel that
blow.
Oh man, this is an interesting pick right here. They could go a few different directions.
Uh oh. This pick may be on the move.
Ooh.
One of my guys just told me. Seattle's actively fielding calls right now. They want to move out. They're calling teams. That's what I'm being told.
Wow, that's interesting.
It makes sense. Who's the impact guy? Unless you want to put Jalen Carter on that defensive line.
They lost a few pieces on the defensive line. They lost a few D tackles, so it makes sense.
We picked up one.
Yeah, we picked up one of them. Al Woods is still out there. Maybe Al Woods is someone that they could bring back post draft, but if they can replace.
I still think the Jets should be in on him as a rotational piece.
Oh, I agree. I fully agree. Al Woods would be.
Pick is in. Seattle chose.
Oh.
Pick is in.
Do me a favor, Pat. When they go to announce the pick, just make it louder.
That's what I'm doing. I'm taking my phone and I'm bringing it right up to the.
Sweet.
I'm bringing it right up to the mic.
Sweet.
They're still in a commercial right now.
Yeah.
For my sake, I hope the first tackle doesn't go to closer to 9.
Yo, all right, they're taking corner.
Who are you hearing this from?
My people, they're taking corner.
Your people.
Witherspoon. Yeah, my people. You heard the ding?
Yeah. You don't have sources.
Yeah. Wow.
I wonder
First
who's-
corner off the board. He better
That's
be as good as
fine.
Sauce. That's what
Let
everybody's
those
gonna
4
vote on.
big guys keep falling.
Yeah.
Let them keep dropping. That's fine.
Wow.
Yo.
I want the first tackle to be taken at 9 with Chicago.
I don't
I
want
would
any
feel
tackle to
really
be
good.
taken before 15.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Ideally.
true. That's true. But if the first one's taken at 9, I'm gonna feel really good about the opportunity of getting one at 15. Before that, it will make me a little bit nervous.
Oh my god. How long are we going to sit in commercial here, guys? Which broadcast do you guys prefer? ESPN,
ESPN. I grew up with that.
ABC, or I use the NFL Network.
I like NFL Network, but I'm watching on ESPN.
All right, we'll talk about it after this pick. I would love to get into the Lamar Jackson contract a little bit.
Yeah, they're showing the green room.
Yeah, we'll talk about that right after this pick. But if you're right, Ray, they're adding another
They're
cornerback
showing Will.
next to Tariq Woolen.
Here we go. Hold on.
Mhm. No one wants to give freaking weapons to their people.
It would yield them the 5th overall pick.
Louder.
With the 5th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Devin Witherspoon, cornerback, Illinois.
Witherspoon. Wow.
So they go defensive back. What do you think there, DJ?
One of the reasons why I
I
like
like-
NFL Network
I
is
like
Rich
him.
Eisen's doing it. So I like seeing his reaction once the Jets make their pick. You know?
I like him, man. I was hoping he would be on the board when we picked, and then we could trade back. Remember, that's what I had in my mock. He was on the board still. We were trading back to 18 from Detroit, getting a 3rd-round pick back, and Detroit would come and grab him because they just lost their 1st-round corner from a couple years ago, that Okuda, that was a bust.
So now he's adding that combination on the back
All right.
end of his defense because he felt like
Seattle thinks they're getting sauce.
as an
Yeah.
might tell us something about Jalen Carter, Joel Klatt, because remember, we thought this was an ideal spot for him to go.
That's a great point. This is where I thought we would start to talk about at least
Oh, my, do you see that annihilation?
but with Devin
What?
Witherspoon talking with his coach,
You're missing the highlights on ESPN, this kid is.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Talking about Witherspoon?
Yeah. He knows how to lay the boom, man.
Him and Tariq Woolen is a legit nice cornerback duo right there.
Is Joe and Clark still complaining about the Mets because they're up 4-1? The hell is he
Oh,
complaining
I'm
about?
sure. Unless we're up 15. Now, why don't I get Joe on here?
Go ahead. Give him a call.
pick in this draft. Small kid started
Send him the link.
freshman, never looked back. Tell you what, let's get into the video.
If Joe comes on here and Smith and Jigba goes in front of the Jets, he's gonna be pissed off.
He wants receiver?
Yeah, he wants Nick Jigba pretty bad.
I get it, but we can't trust. As much as I love Becton, we can't trust that he's going to be healthy. You just can't. You know, I know he's been working out and he looks fantastic, but it's just a risk that you just can't take.
I agree. And even if, I don't know, looking past just this year, there's not too many guarantees at tackle. Like Becton could be off the team next year.
Right.
Brown is likely to retire.
Right.
Max Mitchell, obviously another year. He's probably going to be here, but you know, like there's question marks past this year at tackle. I want to solidify that position.
Oh, I
don't wanna
forgot
mess
he's
around.
hosting a draft party.
Huh?
He's hosting the draft party, I forgot.
Who is? Oh, Joe.
Joe. Yeah, with Paul Riley. If anybody wants to listen on Twitter, they're doing a draft party right now. Paul Riley, PD, and Joe on Twitter.
If the Las Vegas Raiders do not take him at 7, he could be out of the top 10, which is, as you know, Agent.
All right, Detroit. Jalen Carter has to go. Yeah, I said this 3 times already. Jalen Carter has to go here.
Nothing would surprise me now. What if they wanted to add a guy like Nolan Smith on the other side?
Ooh.
I like him. I'm telling you, someone's going to get a steal with him.
I agree. That could be an option for us at 15 if he's there.
So you want to talk a little about the Lamar deal?
Yeah, let's get into that contract a little bit. So he got what, 5 years, 230? Was it a 180 guaranteed?
185, I think. Yeah.
So he becomes the AAV highest paid quarterback, right? $52 million.
Yep.
It just wasn't going to happen. He wasn't going to get that fully guaranteed contract he was looking for. What the Browns did with Deshaun Watson is almost criminal, and they're going to pay for it. Yeah. You don't give fully guaranteed contracts like that. What do you think?
No, I agree. I think this is I don't think Lamar. I love Lamar. I don't think he's necessarily worth 52 annually. But hey, he backed the Ravens into a hole a little bit. They didn't have any alternatives, so you're gonna lose a franchise quarterback that's pretty hard to come by. He's a unique talent, to say the least. And getting a offensive coordinator in there that could probably get more out of him. No, it's like, I don't know. You gave Odell Beckham 18 mil, practically 15 mil guaranteed. You have to sign Lamar. Like there's no other way. So he backed him into a corner, and he got the money that he's been wanting. So it's not guaranteed, but it's still good money. So
I think they vastly overpaid for a quarterback who's made the playoffs once and has been hurt the last 2 seasons. Yes, I know he has an MVP under his belt, but he hasn't won a damn thing. And like I said, he's been hurt the last 2 seasons because these running quarterbacks, we just know it. These running quarterbacks do not last. It's unfortunate, Nope. The Godspeed to the Ravens, but it's not going to go well.
Yeah.
At least it's only a 5. I mean, he's young, so at least it's only a 5-year deal to them. And I have to look at over the cap to see like when they can actually kind of get out of it, if they can. But they cornered themselves after signing Odell. After Odell was signed, they backed themselves into a corner, and at that point there was no choice. They had to. Oh, pick is in. Arizona pick.
Arizona? You mean Detroit?
Yeah, they must have traded. Yeah.
Arizona came back up?
Yeah, Arizona came back up.
No. It says the Lions picks in.
No, Arizona pick is in. I'm looking at it right now on the TV.
Getting details right now, yep.
Oh my God, they're going Paris Johnson.
You think?
They're going to go Paris Johnson.
They're going to take a tackle.
Yeah, they're taking Paris Johnson.
Why, you seen that?
No. I know it. They love Paris Johnson.
Oh, I just got a text.
Shit. This is too high for us, man. Paris Johnson?
Will you stop with your reactions? Let us organically react. Just shut your fucking mouth.
Look at this. They only got a 2nd round pick to move all the way to 6. They moved up 6 spots and only gave up a 2.
Really?
Wow. So they moved from 3 to 6 and got a 1st round pick next year and an extra 2 this year.
Jesus Christ.
Choosing with, by the way, the Rams pick.
The Detroit Lions have traded the 6th pick to the Arizona Cardinals. with the 6th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Paris Johnson Jr. With the 6th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft.
You guys are behind. You guys are way behind me. I can hear it. Damn. All right. Well. Yeah. So they moved back. They moved originally back to 13, and then back up to 6.
To 12.
It's 12.
Yeah. And they only gave up a 2nd-round pick. So they got a. So they gave up. What pick did they give up? Did they give up their 2nd-round pick or?
Oh man, that's.
Bro, they're gonna have him put on 10 pounds, and he's gonna be 6'7", 235, 225, and he's gonna be an animal.
Oh man, that's too early for. We're not. Oh my god. I needed the tackles to fall.
Who would be surprised if Oakland won tackle?
Oh my god,
Oh
Think
boy.
about how many trades there's been already. Half the picks have been traded.
Look, guys, it's a deep draft. Like.
I know, but I wanna shore up this offensive line. Darnell Wright, baby.
Because I don't think he was an elite bender. I didn't think Andrew Thomas was an elite bender. Andrew Thomas, he turned out to be a great professional football player. I think the same could be in his future.
Oh man, now I'm starting to get nervous. I can't lie, I'm getting nervous.
I'm not nervous.
I'm losing it, bro. Inside, I'm losing it. Chicago is going tackle. For sure.
You know what? The Cardinals are doing what they got to do. Like they said, they have the worst roster in football.
As well as on the outside. So, again, this was a priority move. Let's get the offensive line in better shape. And once Kyler comes back, let's get the guy a fighting chance.
They have Houston's 1st-round pick next year. There's a chance they're drafting 2 top 10 picks and they'll overhaul that roster.
Yeah.
Johnson very quietly became the belle of the ball here. He was going to be their selection at 3. My understanding is, and had the Cardinals not traded up, he was gone. He was going to go 7. If he didn't go 7, he was going to go 8. Had to make this trade to get the player they have wanted all along.
So Skoronski's definitely going to the Eagles. I think that's a lock.
I don't know if he's gonna make it there.
I don't think he's gonna even make it there.
We're gonna be picking between Darnell Wright and Broderick, right?
I bet you somebody else grabs them too. You're telling me New England's not gonna take a tackle?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Or Green Bay might. We keep hearing Jackson Smith and Jigba to Green Bay. I think they're going to take a tackle.
Look, I mean, if Becton stays healthy, you got Max Mitchell on the other side. You know, you can go into the season that way. It would be, if you end up taking a tackle, it is an insurance pick, I feel like, to make sure that they stay healthy. If we don't get him, it's still not the end of the world.
Becton's played 2 games out of the last 34.
I get it. I get it. But it's not like you don't have anybody in the building.
Everybody's telling you to relax, Benny. Everybody's going JSN. Jet fans are nuts to go get JSN. We'll have a great receiving core, but our quarterback's gonna get his ass kicked in the backfield.
Listen, if we get JSN, I'll feel pretty good.
I'd rather take.
Listen, I mean, like, if you have a great receiving core and Rodgers gets the ball out in under 3 seconds, you don't. The offensive line doesn't need to block that much, right?
The Raiders might go Jalen Carter here.
You shut up.
No, I'm not telling you I know anything.
Okay.
I'm not telling you I know anything. Look, Emma.
I'll tell you what.
I'm done doing that because I'm getting pissed off too early.
I don't think JSN makes it to us, but listen, Garrett Wilson gets open quick. JSN gets open really freaking quick.
I think Jalen Carter would look great in black and white.
Oh, Jalen Carter, who already got arrested at the draft. who has his off-the-field issues, going to Las Vegas. Yeah, that seems like a recipe for
Christian
success.
Gonzalez? They keep showing that kid. His phone ain't ringing. Yo, look at the look he's putting on their hat. Gotta love it. I'm so in awe whenever like we're on the field or we go to training camp, Benny, how the size of some of these guys is unbelievable. It almost looks like they're aliens.
Yeah,
It looks like. Remember when Jermaine Johnson came over to us last training camp?
Yep.
When you and I were standing shoulder to shoulder, I think he was still wider.
I met when I was a few years ago. I went to it was 2012. I went to a game in the Chase Lounge. Got a box, and I got to meet Vinny Testaverde. And I remember shaking his hand, and his hand had to be 3 times the size of my hand. Like, it engulfed my hand. It was the craziest thing. You don't realize how big these fucking guys are. Pick is in. Right, I think I'm going to have to get Benny a better camera and a mic.
Yeah, we got to make you more regular, Benny.
Yeah.
Benny, we're going to get you a camera and a mic.
What are you using? Using a laptop?
Yeah, I'm just using my laptop.
Yeah.
Wow. Surprise.
Be quiet.
I'm saying surprise.
I'm going to take you off the stream in a second.
Can't believe all the trades, man. This is wild. Whoever's running the Oakland should be fired.
So is that a possibility as well? So many different directions they can go. But Rich, you're talking about the New England Patriots and the possibility of another first-round quarterback after Mac Jones a couple seasons ago. Tom Brady went in the 6th round. They had him forever. Now we're talking about going back-to-back, almost back-to-back first round, if indeed something like that happens. But again, I don't want to keep going.
On already.
Yo, this is wild.
And you've now got Aaron Rodgers. You have to decide is good enough. What are you saying? You're not even mentioning Tua in Miami and how high-powered they're.
Yo, if I'm Joe Douglas, I start making phone calls, man. I mean, we don't even have the assets.
To get over the hurdles, and not only in this division, but in this conference. It's never been as quarterback-centric as it is now.
The Patriots pick 7 picks from now. There's 7 minutes and change on the clock for the Falcons.
All right, here's the Raiders pick.
The Raiders selection in Kansas City.
With the 7th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Tyree Wilson, defensive end, Texas Tech.
All right.
Jalen Carter's still on the board. What the hell's going on?
That's
Chicago might
crazy.
get Carter.
Oh my God.
Kid was a beast. We'll say that. I got to see him a couple times. This is another one of those guys that has shoulders that we could all 3 stand next to each other. He's still wider than us.
We were talking about meeting NFL players before. Someone in the chat, Dowd, says he met an ex-NFL player having pints at the first NFL game in London back in 2007. Drinking out of the same pint glass, it looked like a shot glass in his hands. That's what I'm saying. These guys are huge. These guys are huge.
This guy can play all sorts of techniques. He can put his hand in the ground. He can come off the edge. Now here's the thing: is Atlanta going to take a quarterback, or are they going to go tackle here? I don't see them taking Jalen Carter.
I don't see them taking Jalen Carter either.
I could be wrong, but they got to rebuild. Man, if you're a Falcons fan, it's got to be tough every year. I mean, you took Drake London last year, another guy who can never stay on the field.
because this is the traits aspect of it. Will Anderson's production doubled it in terms of sacks. Look at his comp on the bottom of the screen.
Even Philadelphia could go tackle, bro. Oh my
If
god.
Jalen Carter falls to Philadelphia,
New subscriber, the franchise. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it.
appreciate it, brother. Oh, for anybody who doesn't know, we are doing a Aaron Rodgers jersey giveaway. So check that out. Pat might put it down in the description below. It's very simple. You just got to sub to us on here, and you know, yo, I'll tell you one thing: that Aaron Rodgers jersey looks absolutely fire in black.
I love it in black. I'm going to be getting it in black. Absolutely.
I told my wife to buy the tape for this guy.
Just spend the money and get a new jersey.
I had to buy it already. I can't lie.
Look at the size of this kid on stage. He looks like Michael Clemens. That's what he reminds me of. Just like his body style. The pick's in.
It's time for a fresh approach to pet food. They're quitting the kibble and kicking the cans and feeding their dogs dog food that's actually, well, food. Developed with vets, made from real meat and veggies, portioned for your dog, and delivered right.
Chicago's going to go tackle.
It's smarter, healthier.
If Atlanta doesn't take Carter,
Yeah,
and Carter falls to Philadelphia, Philadelphia's got to make a decision whether they want. So I assume it's going to be Skoronski going to Chicago if Atlanta doesn't take him here.
This Atlanta pick is scaring me a little bit.
Who's, if you were to take a guess, who's the most talented player in the draft right now? Left.
Like, on the board still?
Yep.
With the hole upstairs,
To me,
the hole downstairs.
it's like a 50-50. I don't think they're going to take Carter. I would expect them to.
Because is it
I just think Levitt is going to continue to fall. He's like that Brady Quinn of this draft. He's not going to get taken any high.
only with Verbo?
Would they be dumb and go for skill position like JSN or Bijan Robinson? That'd be the Falcons right there if they were to go and pick one of them. But they got nobody to throw them the ball.
I feel like Will Levis makes a lot of sense here. I don't know if he's going to be the pick, but I feel like he would be a smart pick.
I think he's going to continue to fall. I'll tell you one thing, and I know we were talking about it earlier. Bijan Robinson is a generational talent. If he made it to, if he and Jalen Carter both got to 10 with Philadelphia,
Like I was saying, it's getting harder and harder to make it.
what a pick they'll have to make.
Well, on the bright side, new customers
What's your gut tell you?
Progressive save over 20% on average.
My gut tells me quarterback.
What about you, Pat?
Quarterback. I think it's. I mean, they've got to start. They got to start over somewhere, right?
There's a reason why these teams are consistently picking high. Texans, Cardinals now.
Us
the
a few years
Falcons,
ago, like we know
a few
what
years
it's
ago.
like. We know what it's
I
like.
bet you they're gonna go either Jalen Carter or Bijan Robinson. That's my gut. Because Atlanta's just so dumb; they don't know what they're doing.
That'd be a horrible pick for the Falcons. Horrible.
I mean, they're both great players. They're both, to me, Bijan's probably the best offensive player in this draft, and to me, Carter's. Between him and Anderson, they're 1-2 in this draft on defense for me. But if I was them, I'd probably go tackle here. But I had a feeling they're not. If anything, if you don't love a quarterback in this year's draft, start building the offensive line to protect the guy if you get him next year.
No, if you know what you're doing, you know who's coming out 2-3
Right.
years down.
Yeah, see, look, I'm looking right now. Mel's big board. He's got Bijan at 3, Carter, I believe, is at 1. Christian Gonzalez, Skoronski's 5.
Falcons pick coming up.
Arthur Smith, head coach in Atlanta. Offense coordinator in Tennessee, Derrick Henry. You just keep going down the line. Get that runner that can dominate and help a young quarterback perhaps. So
I'll connect a dot all the way back. Remember, Steve Sarkisian was a coordinator at Atlanta.
They got someone else. Oh, they have a kid. Doing the pick? No, it's not a kid.
They're going to be cursed.
Festival. Thank goodness gracious. We can get by the way, the Eagles just traded up to 9 with the Bears.
For the Atlanta Falcons pick, I'm joined by Chris and Shane from Big Brothers Big Sisters of Kansas City.
They wanted to jump
Chris
ahead
and
Philly because they
Shane
knew
are
Philly
a
was
true
going to take one.
testament to the power of mentorship. The NFL and its teams work closely with Big Brothers Big Sisters of America as part of our work on social justice.
Oh, I have that wrong. Eagles moved up one pick.
Yep.
The Falcons
They moved
are
up one
big-time
slot.
supporters of the organization, and they're thrilled to have Chris and Shane making their pick. Okay, guys, take it away.
Not already.
With the 8th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Bijan Robinson.
Told you.
You literally, oh my God.
Wow.
Dummies. They don't know how to build an organization. We have no offensive line, so let's pick a running back.
This guy's hair is
Bijan's
epic.
Why would they pick Bijan? Oh my God. That is an insane pick to me. They need help on defense. They need help.
I thought Philly, as soon as I heard Philly trade up, I'm like, they're going for Robinson. I wonder if they knew.
Why move up one spot unless you just know Chicago's going to take?
Yeah, like why'd they trade up one spot?
Right.
I mean, everybody knows I'm a diehard Longhorns fan. I think Bijan Robinson is a generational talent. His lower body strength is ridiculous. Reminds me of Maurice Jones-Drew, except he's bigger and faster. He can catch out of the backfield. He's got the ability to stop and start, like, very elite stop and start ability. Yep, and he picks up the blitz easily.
Oh man, what the heck?
You gotta think Skoronski's the pick here. Maybe I would go Jalen Carter here if I'm them.
If I'm the Eagles?
Did you have Jalen Carter and freaking what's his name from last year? The D tackle they drafted. I can't believe it's slipping my mind. They drafted number one D tackle.
Jordan Davis.
Yes.
Jordan Davis.
Oh my gosh.
And Fletcher Cox still in the mix. Oh, the pick is in already. Wow.
Yeah, they ran up to there to draft Jalen Carter.
All right, and we gotta imagine Chicago is going to tackle, so it's probably gonna be this crafty.
Right. Just gotta trust JD's board. That's what it just comes down to.
What did they trade to move up one spot?
I'm guessing it's got to be a third.
Yeah,
That means they were
it's probably
shopping
not
that
much.
pick. I mean, what you call it? The Cardinals only gave up a 2 to move up 6 spots. Goes to show you if there's a quarterback there, like there was with Darnold for us, we gave up 3 second-round picks.
What do you think about Will Levis going to Tennessee? I could see that happening.
I think he's going to continue to drop, bro.
I think so too, but it kind of makes sense where
I hope he's on the board at 15. Any chance we trade back? Someone wants him?
that's if he's still on the board at that point, yeah. But I'm thinking of Tennessee this is their last year of Ryan Tannehill. They don't have necessarily too much. They have, I don't know. They work up Will Levis for a year, sitting behind Ryan Tannehill, and let Ryan Tannehill walk out while you continue to build around the team. And then next year, you have a much stronger roster for your quarterback. That's where I would go for Tennessee. But
Hey, I hope Tennessee takes a quarterback.
They just compared Robinson to LaDainian Tomlinson on NFL Network.
Yeah, well, let's not go there yet. But I think
they're literally showing highlights of LT right now.
if JSN makes it past the Packers at 13, I'm gonna start sweating a little bit. So I think that'll be if you really want to trade back, I think he's a realistic.
Is there any chance, guys, both of you, is there any chance that you could see? We keep hearing the rumors of Seattle wanting to draft a quarterback. Let's see, what did they give up? A 4th round pick.
4th? Yeah, it wasn't going to be much.
And it's next year's 4th. What about if Seattle wanted to come up from 20? Maybe we get a 3rd round pick that we don't have on day 2. And they come up for the quarterback.
I could see it. I could. Depending on who's aboard, yeah, I can see it.
The Chicago Bears have traded the 9th pick to the Philadelphia Eagles. With the 9th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Jalen Carter.
Yep. Told you what a beast defensive line they're going to have. Chicago's going to take Skoronski, I think.
Hey, listen, if Jalen Carter, I think this is an ideal place for Jalen Carter. This is an organization that knows how to win, has a lot of stability, has a guy like Fletcher Cox already in the fold, a proven D tackle, one of the best D tackles of every time, a true professional. So if there's an opportunity for Jalen Carter to learn, develop, and as a young man, I think this is the ideal.
Bro, that interior D line with the Eagles is going to be scary. The one guy on Twitter goes, "Can you say anything positive about today's draft?" And I go, "Well, the Eagles know what the hell they're doing." I said, "Incompetent organizations continue to be incompetent." He goes, "Well, too bad they have a jail in their stadium because their fans are nuts." If you're an Eagles fan, you gotta be beyond ecstatic. You know what that tells me? It tells me that other teams were knocking with Chicago.
Did you just find out who Chicago's taking?
No.
Yeah.
Liar.
Bro, this is wild how this draft is shaking up. Just wild. I need to get another.
Oh my god! I just seen it on Twitter. Holy shit!
I got texted it 5 minutes ago. I'm like, that.
Oh my god! This next pick is wild.
What? Oh, I gotta look it up now. Hold on.
I just saw it on Twitter. God.
Yeah, don't say it on the live stream.
I'm not.
I'm like, your Ryan's a
Oh my god! What a pick! That shakes it up a little bit. That.
Oh.
Wow. Oh my god!
Excuse me?
I know.
Wow.
Did I not say he was going to go earlier than most expected? Because to me,
wow.
I'll get into it after the pick is made.
Yeah. Wait till they say it.
Did they really do that?
Wow. That's all I can say. Wow. Wow.
Patriots gonna fuck us.
Yep.
One more time, just cause. Why not?
I'm telling you, there's gonna.
Quiet.
I keep catching myself. Yo.
For those watching, do not look at Twitter right now. Wait till you see who Chicago just took.
I'm pissed. And anybody who watched my mock drafts, you know why. I'm pissed.
I'm not even mad personally.
I am.
I'm okay.
Oh yeah, you.
My two top guys are still there, so we'll see.
Look at the ice this kid's wearing. Wow.
Who, Carter?
Yeah. He even just said, he goes, I know I'm the best player in the draft.
Ray, for the love of God, when the Jets are picking, I
There's
cannot see
fucking
an
nobody
emotion.
there. Pardon my French.
I cannot see an emotion from you, please.
Oh, raising trouble.
No. I texted Paul O'Reilly. I said, Paul, you were guaranteeing Skoronski was the pick.
Oh, this is taking forever. Like, why do you need to interview every single person?
Wow, I'm still shook. I'm actually shook right now.
Yeah, just keep waiting. You'll be more shook soon. For me, for the Bears, it's almost a no-brainer.
Hey, if I was the Bears, it wouldn't have been my pick. It genuinely wouldn't have been my pick.
Well, what did they do so great last year?
Pick is in.
Man, the pick's been in for 10 minutes.
We're playing Philadelphia next year. We're not gonna be able to run on them.
They had the first pick in this draft. They dropped all the way down to 10th, and this is their pick.
NFL draft. The Chicago Bears select Darnell Wright.
There you go, the best run-blocking tackle in this draft, bar none. And what did they do last year? They ran the ball down people's throats. He's a perfect fit for them. I can tell the Chicago fans at the draft are thrilled. It was dead silence when they
Oh, yeah. I'm sure they're so happy. I mean, it makes sense, but, like, for the position, but How do you not take Skoronski?
Yeah,
I don't.
I agree.
Because he's a mauler. They're gonna run the ball. They're gonna run the ball some more, and they're gonna keep running.
No, I agree with you that that's their MO, running the ball. So it does make a lot of sense.
Watch these highlights real quick.
I would have picked Skoronski just for the versatility aspect of it.
He's versatile. He played 27 games at right tackle. I believe 17 games at left tackle, and a half a dozen games at right guard.
Damn it! The Titans. The Titans put their pick in.
Oh, you nervous?
No,
Or do you know?
I know.
And you know it?
I know.
Oh.
I have to stop looking at Twitter.
I'm not looking. My phone's blowing up right now. I am not looking.
Don't look.
What, for the Titans pick?
The Titans pick.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling good about the Titans pick.
You shouldn't feel good about it.
Yeah.
Bro, this
you know it already?
Yeah, no, I saw it on Twitter.
All right, stop looking at Twitter. Everybody stop looking at Twitter.
I saw it. The problem is this group chat that I'm in, they keep going, and it's updated on my phone, so I see it.
Turn it off.
Fuck. I don't know what we're gonna do. My phone's gonna die.
I was just told by somebody who I trust that the Jets are already starting preliminary talks to potentially move back if Will Levis is still on the clock. See if anybody wants to come up. Makes sense. They'll have a first-round pick next year and a third-round pick this year.
Yeah.
And one thing we know, Joe Douglas knows how to draft players. So if he can get more higher-end players in here, I think that's
I can see the Patriots taking him if he's there.
Good.
Why not?
Who, Levis?
Yeah.
Levis? No. They got Mac Jones for how much?
Exactly my point.
Oh my God, bro.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
You did. Stop looking.
Yeah. That was the last time I'm looking, I swear.
Connor Hughes is fucking it up for everybody.
The Patriots are actually going to disrespect us right now.
They may not get the chance to.
Yeah. You're right. I hope the Patriots go wide receiver. I genuinely hope the Patriots go wide receiver. Because who do the Patriots have a wide receiver? They lost their best wide receiver last year, Jacoby Myers.
They're thin, so yeah.
Oh, they signed Juju Smith-Schuster this offseason. That's what they did. They're thin at wide receiver, so.
He's a 2A,
yeah.
2B receiver.
I forgot who they like one of the receivers. I'm kind of forgetting who it is, but they met a lot, so we'll see.
Who's behind us? Who's directly behind us? Washington.
All right, let's all agree. Nobody's looking at Twitter no more. We're spoiling it.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
No, I was told. It'll be really interesting to see if the Jets actually follow through and move off that 15th pick.
It would have to be somebody.
My guess would be Seattle.
It'll be interesting to see if a tackle's at the board on 15 and Will Levis is still there also, if they still decide to trade back.
The tackle's at the board. They got to take a tackle.
I agree with you.
If there's any left.
What about the Saints at 29?
They may want to move up.
Trading back that far? Oh my gosh. I don't want to do
Trading
that.
back that far probably gets you a first-round pick next year. Or maybe you get their 2 this year and their 2 and 4 next year.
Yeah, I would need a haul and a half for that.
You'd be jumping right in front of Washington, who's also looking for a quarterback.
Potentially, well, that's maybe we get a
right.
Round
So
pick
you would hope to twist someone's arm. Jesus Christ, this is taking forever. They're really bleeding this out.
Tell you one thing, I went to Tennessee this past winter.
Yeah.
What a great place. So clean.
All right. Here's the Titans.
With the 11th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Peter Skoronski, offensive tackle, Northwestern.
I'll be blown away if Jones is still there.
You don't love that.
I'm not a fan of Jones, man. I'm just not. I know a lot of people are, but I don't like. He is 2 years away from me from being done. He's like almost like Andrew Thomas, like a poor man's Andrew Thomas. Andrew Thomas needed that year of development to develop his technique, and I feel he's even further away than Andrew Thomas was. Let's look at the big boards right now. Let's pull up that ESPN big board. Lucas Van Ness, Nolan Smith, Jackson Smith.
The Lions pick is in already?
You know who I would look out for? And I know we got 3 tight ends ready, but Michael Meyer, man.
I'm telling you
New
guys.
subscriber, Morning Sky. Thank you.
Appreciate it, brother.
If Njigba makes it past Green Bay, I think he's very much in play at 15. Very much in play.
What time's tomorrow start? 7?
7. I don't think Njigba makes it past Green Bay. I think they want to get Jordan Love a weapon.
Lions have 5 of the next 43 picks. Michael Meyer right here. I can see it.
They lost T.J. Hawkinson, so that makes a lot of sense.
Bro, that kid's playing at 260 and he's an animal. They don't look too happy in their draft room, I'll tell you that. Dan Campbell's there?
They might be reaching a little bit here.
With the 12th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Jahmyr Gibbs, running back, Alabama.
Wow, that's a reach.
Wow.
All right, I'll take it.
2 running backs taking top 12.
Here comes Green Bay taking our tackle.
I think they take their wide receiver right here. I think Nick Jigba is the play right here for them.
I'm sorry, that's a reach. I just find it, unless I'm getting a absolute franchise game changer, I'm not drafting a running back in the first round, because the odds of you giving him a second contract and it working out is so slim to none. Think about it. Saquon Barkley, guys like that. Ezekiel Elliott, how's that contract work out for Dallas?
Right.
You could literally work. You could run a running back to the ground within the first 5 years, and then they're not. You're not getting more out of them at like year 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, Melvin Gordon. All these guys that got even if they get a second-year contract, they don't last until they're 30.
Oh, no shot. They're cooked by the time they're in the middle of their second contract max. So I think Nick Jigba is the pick right here. They're going wide receiver for Jordan Love.
The New York Jets tweeted out, "We would be on the clock right now, but you know." It just popped up on my iPad. I wonder if Green Bay would try to move off this pick. Like, if somebody was going to jump up to get a quarterback, I think it'd be right now.
My nightmare picks right now for the next two is Nick Jigba and Roderick Jones. If these are the next two picks. Oh my God.
It's funny because there's very few players left on my draft board that actually have first-round grades.
Ray, don't be checking Twitter.
I'm not. I just got blown up with the pick.
Oh, so you know it?
I didn't look.
Oh, don't.
I didn't look.
Okay.
See, I have my phone. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I think my phone's still going to my headphones, so I keep hearing bing, bing, bing,
No,
bing,
I can't.
bing, bing, bing.
I can't hear it.
Yeah, no, I can't hear it either. Thank God.
It gives me anxiety because I know the pick or whatever's going on is sitting right there.
Pick is in.
By
Come
the
back
way,
from commercial. Let's go.
Anybody who's interested, we got JetCast shirts on the website. Drinking from my handy dandy JetCast mug thing.
Handy dandy.
Handy dandy. Got the beautiful green handle.
Jackson, Smith, and then Jigba. Yeah. I feel it in my bones. They're going wide receiver. They have to go wide receiver. They have no wide receivers on that team outside of Christian Watson. And Romeo Doubs, too. I give Romeo Doubs credit, but come on, they need a bona fide weapon for Jordan. Wide receiver makes too much sense.
Ooh, there's a hot take.
What?
What is it?
I could see it. We all know New England loves those tight ends, and there's two of them sitting right here with a first-round grade coming up after the Packers.
Bill Belichick loves those two tight ends.
Top guy on my draft board left, Christian Gonzalez. I don't know if they're going to go corner here. I love Dalton Kincaid. I wouldn't be upset if we drafted him. He is a huge target at the tight end position. 6'4", 246, able to high point balls, great down the field in the 50-50 game. He is a pretty good route runner. He reminds me of like a poor man's Travis Kelce. He knows how to set up the linebacker, set up the safety to get open. I could see them even playing him in the slot. He's just one of those wide-bodied guys.
when the Packers and the Jets had a first-round pick swap to send Aaron Rodgers to the Jets. This is the first pick for Brian Gutekunst with Aaron Rodgers off the team. And Cheeseheads are eager to find out what it is. Ian Rappaport, let's have you chime in, sir.
Rich, I'm watching the offensive tackles here when the New York Jets traded back 2 spots with the Packers to go to 15. For Aaron Rodgers, they're a little nervous that their tackle choice would not be there. As of right now, still a possibility he is, but that is the position I'm watching, especially if the Packers go something besides offensive tackle.
Thanks very much. And the Patriots are currently nearing halfway through their allotted time, 14th overall. And then the Jets pick. That's how badly the Jets wanted Aaron Rodgers, is that they willingly went behind the Patriots in the draft order instead of maintaining
The
their
pick's
spot
been in for 20 minutes. Let's go.
There we
Let's see
go.
what the Packers take here.
With the 13th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Lucas Finesse, defensive end, Iowa.
So,
He fell.
Iowa kid is moving to Wisconsin. What do you think?
Oh my God!
This is a physical, rugged player, and we got to start with the elephant in the room.
One of my guys is there. One of my guys is gonna be there. Let's go.
I had him early on before the draft.
So we're gonna get a
like,
chance at
before
either
the combine.
Broderick Jones or JSN.
Yes.
We're gonna get one of them.
I
It
don't
has
want
to be the
Jones,
pick.
man.
That has to. One of those two has to be the pick.
How often? You know what's funny? I will say this: I don't want Jones, but a couple of years ago when we took Becton, Worth was supposedly the worst first-round tackle. It turns out the only guy who's probably gonna go to the Hall of Fame. You know, this kid is a monster, man. 6'5", 272, could play inside, outside. His power game is awesome.
I almost went to Twitter. I almost went to Twitter right now. Jeez.
No, do not. Reminds me of J.J. Watt, this kid.
Green Bay still doesn't help out their rookie quarterback. Rookie Jordan Love. they still don't give a shit. What are we doing?
That tells me they don't believe in him, and they're like, we'll pick the guy next year.
All right. Do you think Aaron Rodgers is in the war room right now? He has to be in the war room. That'd be wild if he's in the war room.
I'll be right back. 2 seconds.
If it's JSN, I hope he makes the phone call.
Oh my God, bro. That'd be insane.
He's walking away now. Of all the times to walk away, he still has his headphones on. He can hear us. Of all the times for you to walk away, it's now.
He had almost 2 hours before to walk away.
Right. You could have taken a piss break 30 minutes ago.
Oh my
Raymond.
God. The Patriots traded the pick to the Steelers.
Oh, they did?
Yes.
Ooh. Steelers are on the clock.
I think they're going JSN.
New England traded out. New England traded out. New England traded out.
I heard every word. They're going to take the tackle because they know we were going to. I said it on Twitter for how long that somebody's going to jump in front of us because everybody knows we want to tackle, and he's the last first rounder to tackle. But for anybody who doesn't know, my wife's 9 months pregnant, so I got to check up on her every once in a while.
Oh my God, no!
You saw it? Will you stop?
No. No, I didn't see it, but the Steelers.
He just put 2 and 2 in his head.
They need offensive line help desperately.
And everybody knows who the Jets taking.
Yep, 100%.
So if the Patriots went like this and put it, you know where.
Oh, you want to screw the Jets? Yeah, of course.
Oh, they're talking about it right now.
Oh, well.
Oh, I just saw it on Twitter. I was on there accidentally, and I saw it. It was an accident.
Nobody's accidentally on Twitter.
No, I was.
Tagging prick.
It was an accident. It is what we think it is. So. Fuck. None of them fell to us.
I told you. That's what I was saying for a week. I'll be surprised. And everybody's like, no, nobody's taking Darnell, right? That pick swap just screwed us.
Look, you just gotta hope Becton can stay healthy. Max Mitchell
Nolan
stays healthy.
Smith, baby. Nolan Smith.
You still got Dwayne Brown.
Can't see.
Give me JSN.
Quite literally.
Fuck.
I'm upset.
We're on the clock, a minute and a half in to their selection. Here comes pick 14 tonight in Kansas City.
The New England Patriots have traded the 14th pick to the Pittsburgh Steelers. With the 14th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Broderick Jones, offensive tackle, Georgia.
All right, let's go. Come on. On the clock.
I am livid. Oh
Trade
my
out.
God. I am livid right now. Oh my
Look,
God.
the Patriots are like, halfway screw the Jets. They call every team. Who wants a tackle?
Holy.
I didn't want him anyways. Glad.
Give me JSN. I don't care. Give me JSN. I need it.
Score
I need
all the
it.
points.
I need it bad.
JSN.
I need it bad. I need it bad. Why not?
Trade out.
They did a lot of homework on JSN. Give me JSN.
All right,
I'm
we're
calling it
on
now.
the
It's going to
clock.
be Cansey.
We're on.
I'm gonna be so pissed off.
On the clock.
You don't want Cansey?
On the clock.
I do not want Cansey.
On the clock.
Every other year we draft Aaron Donald, who never becomes Aaron Donald, whether it's Leonard Williams or, or Quentin Williams.
If it's not JSN, trade back, bro. Like, honestly.
Imagine you'd have three guys that played on Ohio State together between Ruckert and Wilson.
And you all know
Jason.
this is one of the first years that Joe Douglas is not getting his way.
Yeah.
That's fine. You just got to trust in your scouts and trust that your board is where it's at.
Look at all the team's hats behind them. They're like, whoops. He's like, yo, I thought I was going to be a Patriot.
Should have been a Jet. Should have been a Jet.
Douglas trying to trade out. Remember what I said? Nobody look at Twitter,
Yeah, but
Pat.
who's going to trade out with us, though? There's nobody behind us that wants a quarterback.
Seattle or New Orleans.
New Orleans, okay, but Seattle's got Geno. They just re-signed Geno.
They already informed. They informed Geno already that they may draft a quarterback.
They're showing the draft room.
They didn't look too happy.
In Joe Douglas we trust, baby. Wow, isn't it weird? Todd McShay just said Joe Douglas working the phones. Wonder who reported that.
If they trade out, I gotta take a piss break.
If they trade out, I'm gonna be. I need a hole. I need a hole. Don't mess around with no.
Well, you're talking about
how far back.
Right.
You move back with one with the Commanders, maybe. You pick up a 4th round pick.
Give me Nick Jigba.
What pass rusher?
They're talking about JSN right now on NFL Network.
Give me JSN. Give me JSN. Let's score points. Let's score a lot of points.
Will McDonald. No thanks.
Who said that?
They're talking about on ESPN right now. Tom McShay said Will McDonald, the pass rusher out of Ohio State, who nobody's ever heard of.
No thanks. No.
All they're talking about right now is receivers.
Oh, now they're talking Jackson.
Yeah, on NFL Network, all they're talking about is the receiving.
Look at that. They're on the phones right now. They're trying to trade out. How is Will Levis still the number 1 guy on the board?
Oh, come on. First round pick since 2018.
Oh, they're talking Nolan Smith. My first mock draft, if I nail it.
Yeah, you had him at 13, though, at the time.
Even better.
Man, imagine Aaron Rodgers throwing to Garrett Wilson, Nick Jigba, and Alan Lazard. Points.
But that's the crazy thing. Like, do we...
Tom McShay right now.
Do we need... Like, it's already a pretty crowded room. Do we need a wide receiver, though? I understand the...
If they get rid of Corey. Corey would be the...
Pieces of the
I want
puzzle.
everybody to remember one thing. Anybody who's watching out there, be careful what you believe on ESPN, because just a few years ago, McShay had Trubisky as his number 1 player in
He's on the phone right now. Robert Saleh is standing up too.
Who's the other guy? Not Todd McShay.
Saleh's on the phone? I think they took somebody.
It has to be Nick Jigba.
I think they took somebody because Saleh's on the phone, it looks like. So he's got to be talking to somebody. Coach is on the phone with somebody. So, and they're hugging. They're all hugging.
Nick Jigba. Give me Nick Jigba.
It's Nolan Smith.
You saw?
So?
No, they just keep showing him. That's what makes me think about it.
Stop it. Everybody's hugging. So they took someone.
Shout out to Gotham City Crew, who's at every freaking draft, man. Oh, they're all clapping.
If it's, don't say it yet.
Hold on, I'm gonna bring my phone up to the thing once.
It has to be Nick Jigba.
I think it's going to be Kansas.
The Commanders, the Patriots, the Lions again, and the Bucks. The Commanders are on the clock. Here we go. Nolan Smith would be pretty sweet.
Fastball. You think about Bryce Huff, who's been a good player for them. He's coming into the end of his contract.
There's Lou.
Hey, you look at the guys they picked last year on the defensive front. Michael Clemens did some nice things, Charles. I know you saw a bunch of them. And Jermaine Johnson, when he was out there, did a nice job as well.
I was darn near embedded with the Jets last year. Myself and Ian Eagle and Evan Washburn.
Yeah, you were there.
We saw a lot of the Jets last year, and it was a lot of fun. Remember, at one point, they were 7-3.
So you're telling me that Rich saw a lot of you and I, because I was embedded with Michigan. So
I know. The Jets. I was with Michigan, and Rick was just sitting at home like, oh, they're sitting in.
Yeah.
There we go.
Joel, you were my Saturday voice. Charles was my Sunday
There we
voice.
go. I love it. I love it.
That was it.
And they got to put a
The rest of it
network.
was
The
just
camera
my
just did
inner
the
monologue
pan
in
on
the
the
last
screen
month
like
of the
Roger
season
Goodell's
that I
about to
won't
come out, and
share
nobody
with
came out and they
anybody
panned
here
away.
because this is a family audience. All right. So there's so many choices. Jackson Smith and Jigba would be pretty sweet too, man.
I will say, I mean, it doesn't seem likely, but man,
It's just a spot. But I do admit that what DJ brought up, the way they roll waves of defensive linemen, and they do that. They'll go 8, 9 guys, and they'll roll them in throughout a game. Bryce Huff was barely on the field, but his sack pressure percentage, one of the tops in the league.
Okay. Still waiting. I believe
I think
we've got
it
a motion here. Here we go.
Are we waiting for Wild
No,
Cherry to finish up?
No, it's a actual special presentation here
Okay.
that involves this Jet selection. So the commissioner's coming out with a special guest, and then we'll get this pick. Commanders 2 minutes in to pick 16 on a wild night to wrap up the first half of this first round of night 1 of this 3-day extravaganza in Kansas City.
Has the fountain been changing colors all night? I'm just now noticing that. I think I'm a little behind on that one.
It's okay. It's called lighting, Daniel.
Okay.
It's called lighting. Like the wall didn't just change colors. Here we go.
That's not LED. That's going to be the pick, right?
The NFL is proud to be part of the global community that supports the life-changing wishes that Make-A-Wish grants. With World Wish Day only a couple days away, I'm joined by Kyle Stickles, a Make-A-Wish kid who battled and overcame bone cancer. Kyle's wish is to announce the first round pick of his favorite team, the New York Jets. I'd like all of you to join me in cheering on Kyle as his wish comes true. The floor is yours, Kyle. Go for it, buddy.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Thank you, Mr. Goodell. I'd also like to thank the NFL, the New York Jets, and the Make-A-Wish Foundation of Northeastern New York for giving me this opportunity tonight.
Attaboy. Let's get it.
With the 15th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Will McDonald, linebacker, Iowa State. Let's go!
What do you think, Daniel?
This is a fit pick. Will McDonald has the best bendability of any pass rusher in the draft. He's a little bit undersized at 239 pounds.
But he can really get off the ball. If you think how the Jets play, they played their jet front where they kick you outside, give you that one
Well, great.
let you go. And this dude can absolutely do that. He showed up at 206 pounds on
What a reach.
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God.
He's a pass rush specialist. He doesn't play against the run. Does that mean Lawson's gone now? Are they going to trade him?
I guess.
Where's he getting his freaking snaps? You have Michael Clemens, Jermaine Johnson, Bryce Huff, Carl Lawson, JFM. What is he, the sixth guy?
Well, that's great.
I'm speechless. I'm legit speechless.
Is he considered an edge rusher or a linebacker?
Yeah, no, he's an edge rusher. That's what
He's
he
an
is.
edge
A
rusher?
4-3 edge rusher. He plays at 239, so he can't play on rundowns. So he's a mold.
God damn it. What a shit pick.
He was.
Oof. Someone do a health check on Joe and Clark.
He said, "What a reach." I totally agree.
Jets front office acting like they just won the Super Bowl in the war room, so there's that. Samini, Jets loaded at the edge. McDonald, Lawson, JJ, JFM, Huff, and Clemens.
Too bad only two of them play at once.
Yeah, bro.
Woody was begging them to trade back.
We have all the edge in the world. We have nobody to clog the middle. Commanders are running it up there for JSN. Watch this.
I always hear you kids talking about this is fire, that's fire. Okay, let me tell you what's fire. Conditioning. Everybody knows us Mannings are in peak physical form. Except me.
Enough was enough. We had to show Coach Van how weak it is. He's just old.
Wow.
We couldn't trade back.
I guess not. I guess they couldn't find a.
That's the
I
thing.
guess they couldn't find somebody, right? But
I
then
know
even if you do
100%
that,
they were
there's so
trying
many
to.
better picks you could have made.
Well, we could be saying that right now, and then at the end of the year, he could be rookie of the year with a ton of sacks. You never know, But
Yeah, but I think it's.
this is the thing. I almost feel like that's the Quinn Copel's pick. That's what it reminds me of. So we're going to be relying on Mekhi Becton and Brown, who both are never healthy, to stay healthy. Max Mitchell coming off a blood clot, who missed most of the season last year, to come back and hopefully be healthy. That's our tackle option.
Damn it.
I thought we were done doing this as an organization.
Look, I mean, you gotta trust. I mean, that's the only thing you can do.
He's not going to start, though. You just drafted somebody that's
His
top
Commanders.
16th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft. The Washington Commanders select Emmanuel Forbes, defensive back, Mississippi State.
I gotta charge it. My phone's about to die.
Mississippi State in his state of joy.
That's where I got the issue with it. He's not starting. You draft a guy, 15, who's going to be struggling to see snaps. I don't understand. I don't.
And you also think about Ron Rivera, how much he loved Josh Norman there in Carolina because of things like this. Elite instincts take the football away. He's 166 pounds, but somebody forgot to say because he plays with his hair on fire. Rolling downhill again, aggressive tackler. He is not fine throwing that way.
Oh, okay. Now New England's up. If they trade back and still be able to take JSN,
Yeah, then my demeanor would change a little bit.
my goodness. I would love to know the demeanor of everybody at the draft party at MetLife when that was.
My guy who's there now just said everybody was like, "What the f?"
New York MYJ Matt, play him more than 30% of snaps, please.
There's no shot. They believe in analytics. That's like asking Buck Showalter to change his ways. Look, Bill Belichick's laughing at us because here comes JSN.
No, it wasn't. Christian
Who is
Gonzalez,
it?
cornerback.
Oh, he was the number one corner on the board. That kid was supposed to be a top 10 pick. Detroit, are you going to double dip considering Jameson Williams is suspended half the season?
According to RAS, Relative Athletic Score, Will McDonald was a 9.66 out of 10.
Big effing deal.
Sauce Gardner's happy.
I just don't know where, like Ray just said it, I don't know where his snaps are going to come from. We're so deep there. Unless that means Carl Lawson is possibly on the move. But
we have so many holes.
Uh-oh. What happened? Looks like it crashed. Lost my co-host here. Let's fix that. That's funny. Not happy about the pick at all. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Looks like I lost both of them. I don't know, some sort of glitch in the system. Let's get the draft back up here.
The envelope Daniel talked about a little bit with Christian Gonzalez. He can play off, he can get up and press you, which they like to do. So really, really good pick to add some depth to that New England defense. All right, we're going to jump to commercial break, so we'll fit one in while the Lions continue to mull over their second first-round pick of the night. They already went Jahmyr Gibbs, the running back of Alabama. We'll find out who's next when we come back. Affecting everyone around us with our every move. The more that we can shine a light on the positivity and the good that there is in this world, the better off we're going to be. Time and time again, we are shown how beautiful and generous the human spirit can be. How can I make it?
Now we're getting them back on in a minute. Just hold on. Yeah, I've been keeping my mic muted because I was talking to them on the phone. That's all.